Today, we're diving into a comprehensive comparison between the brand new Insta360 Flow 2 Pro and the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P. I've been using the Flow 2 Pro extensively over the past few days, and I'm blown away by how much power and flexibility this little rig delivers for just $159. Honestly, it's one of those rare gadgets that actually made my content creation easier and more fun at a very reasonable cost. With built-in tripod legs, Deep Track 4.0, gesture control, 360-degree barrel roll mode, and now Apple DockKit support. This gimbal is built to adapt to real-world shooting. And now, with the new AI tracker module, it gets even better if you're an Android user who uses third-party apps. On the other hand, the Osmo Mobile 7P brings in DJI's Active Track 7.0 with 8-meter tracking, modular design, and solid stabilization at a $149 price tag. Both promise incredible stability, portability, and intelligent features. But the big question is, which one is best for your needs and style? Well, let's dive into a detailed comparison of these two smartphone gimbals and see which one is the right choice for you. And if you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving it a like and subscribing. Let's kick things off with design and portability, because when I'm out shooting, convenience is everything. One of the first things I noticed about the Flow 2 Pro is how effortlessly compact and ready to go it is. It folds down small enough to slide into my small duffel bag pocket, and thanks to the built-in tripod legs hidden in the handle, setup time is basically zero. Unlike other gimbals that need a separate tripod screwed on, you just pop out the legs, and you're good to shoot. I also love how the white plastic body keeps things light without feeling flimsy. I've used it for hours with my iPhone 13 Pro, and it's never once felt like a burden. It also supports MagSafe style compatibility and works seamlessly with both the magnetic phone clamp and the magnetic phone mount, which is super convenient when I'm swapping between cases or accessories. On the other hand, the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P also comes in a sleek, lightweight foldable design and has a great hinge mechanism. Its matte finish does feel more premium to the touch and offers a magnetic clamp and a built-in tripod, but it's just a touch bulkier in hand, and the built-in tripod can feel unstable in certain setups. While it looks premium with its matte finish, I found the Flow 2 Pro to be the more travel-friendly of the two, both in size and setup speed. For creators constantly on the move, it's the Flow 2 Pro that truly understands portability. Now let's get into tracking and smart features, because this is where the Flow 2 Pro absolutely earns its place as a creator's companion. The addition of the AI tracker module completely changes the game. This compact add-on plugs right into the gimbal with a USB-C connection and brings its own independent camera and LED spotlight. That means it doesn't rely on your phone's camera or app to track movement, and it works across any app including Filmic Pro, TikTok, Instagram, the native camera, or even FaceTime. It supports long-distance tracking up to 10 meters, while DJI's is limited to 8 meters. I've tested it in various lighting conditions and environments, and it handles face and pet tracking with solid accuracy. It even supports gesture control and can reframe for multiple people automatically. And it can track up to 8 people at once in multi-person mode, keeping everyone perfectly framed during group shoots. That's something DJI simply doesn't support. On the other hand, DJI's Active Track 7.0 is excellent in its own right, and it can track people, pets, or objects, and even works across apps like Instagram. And it's still largely tied to the DJI Mimo app for peak performance. But the Flow 2 Pro has one major edge with giving you full independence, because you're not locked into a single software ecosystem. One limitation is that you can't tap to focus in-app when the AI tracker is active, but honestly, that's a fair trade-off for true cross-platform compatibility. Whether you're filming vlogs, product demos, or tutorials, the Flow 2 Pro gives you professional-grade flexibility and creative freedom that DJI simply can't match. When it comes to stabilization and performance, both gimbals bring a lot to the table, but the Flow 2 Pro just feels more cinematic and expressive in real-world use. I've pushed this thing through hyperlapse runs, selfie walk and talks, and low-angle tracking, and it handles everything with buttery smooth results. The upgraded motors are strong and responsive, and with Deep Track 4.0 onboard, the system actively predicts and compensates for complex movement patterns. The triple tap trigger for switching between selfie and POV modes is such a smart touch. It lets me seamlessly flip perspectives without breaking flow, and it takes a little practice to physically adjust the angles. But once you get the rhythm, it feels like a mini Steadicam in your hand. On the other hand, DJI's Osmo Mobile 7P also offers buttery 3-axis stabilization and supports modes like follow, tilt lock, FPV, and sport, which are great for action and cinematic work. But in my experience, the Flow 2 Pro simply gives me more nuanced control. It feels more like a creative tool than a stabilizer. If you're serious about visual storytelling and want to capture dynamic motion without post-stabilization hassles, the Flow 2 Pro stands out as the more capable performer. Battery life and charging options might not be the flashiest features, but trust me, they matter on long shooting days. I took the Flow 2 Pro on a full-day shoot across multiple Colombo port city locations, switching between apps and using the AI tracker, and I still didn't have to reach for a power bank. The fact that it powers both the gimbal and the AI tracker from one USB-C port is a design win. And it also supports reverse charging, which means I can top off my phone in a pinch using the gimbal's battery. Just another way it lightens my load when I'm packing gear for long days. On the other hand, DJI's Osmo Mobile 7P holds up well up to 8 hours of use and USB-C fast charging, but it doesn't power its LED light or mic module as efficiently, and you'll need to keep those extras charged separately. When it comes to charging, the Flow 2 Pro keeps things streamlined with just one cable, one charge, and I'm good to go. For travel vloggers, event shooters, or anyone documenting content all day, this level of battery optimization adds peace of mind. And thanks to its advanced cooling design, it doesn't overheat even when I'm shooting extended sessions with the AI tracker running, which is something DJI has struggled with in longer uses. That's why for creators who value simplicity and stamina, the Flow 2 Pro edges out the win. Let's move into controls and app usability, which is one of the few areas where the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P gives the Flow 2 Pro a bit of competition. DJI has done a great job refining its hardware interface with the joystick now being snappy and tactile. The trigger for recentering and locking orientation feels intuitive, and the M button is great for toggling modes on the fly. Combine that with the DJI Mimo app, and you get access to a polished suite of creative modes like story templates, dynamic zoom, hyperlapse, and panorama shots. It's a very plug-and-play friendly experience, especially for creators just getting started. On the other hand, the Flow 2 Pro leans into a more open, modular design. The Insta360 app still offers time shift, 360-degree panoramas, and deep editing tools, but where it really shines is in how it steps back and lets you choose how to work. If you want to shoot with Filmic Pro or need to record in log mode on your native app, you can just do it without thinking twice. And the gestures are responsive, and the 2-tap shortcut to switch orientations is super efficient. The only real downside is the lack of an onboard display, which means when you're not in the app, it can take a second to confirm what mode you're in. But it does offer a smart wheel with tactile control that works even in the iPhone's native camera app, letting me zoom or switch lenses on the fly. So if you're comfortable with your workflow, the Flow 2 Pro becomes a fluid, intuitive tool that adapts to you. Now let's talk about the value for money. The Insta360 Flow 2 Pro absolutely destroys expectations. At $159, it's actually more expensive than the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P, which sells for $149. And yet, it justifies the difference with advanced features like DockKit integration, cross-app AI tracking, gesture controls, and pro-grade stabilization. You're getting stable built-in tripod legs, seamless iOS integration, and professional tracking capabilities for just $10 more. On the other hand, the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P feels competitive but slightly less versatile in comparison. It comes with a modular fill light and an audio port, and the app experience is slick. But the Flow 2 Pro gives me the flexibility to shoot in Filmic Pro, the native camera app, or even log mode without losing subject tracking. That kind of cross-platform usability isn't something DJI fully delivers, and with tracking intelligence like Deep Track 4.0, smooth mechanical transitions, and an all-day battery life, the Flow 2 Pro delivers creator-grade power with minimal compromises. So if you're asking which gimbal gives you the most professional flexibility, the Flow 2 Pro punches above its weight and leaves very little on the table. As for my final verdict, the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro is hands down the better smartphone gimbal for creators who want freedom, power, and pro-level tools in a compact package. DJI's Osmo Mobile 7P is solid and definitely holds its own, especially for newer users or those focused on simplicity. But after days of using the Flow 2 Pro in real-world shoots, I can confidently say it's the more versatile and forward-thinking option. From its exceptional portability and stabilization to the game-changing AI tracker, DockKit support, and reliable battery performance, it's built for serious creators who don't want to be boxed into one app or one way of working. If that sounds like you, the Flow 2 Pro isn't just a smart choice, it's the right one. Thanks for watching, and if this helped you decide which gimbal fits your workflow, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more hands-on tech breakdowns just like this.